Did you say you had set up?
There we go. Okay.
Welcome. Right. So today I'd like to fuse the components of more traditional yoga practice and then end with more of a Pilates foundation. So we warm up the breath and then we'll use that strength that we've cultivated to do some Pilates step. So come to sit up nice and tall. Bring your thumb and your index finger to connect. Start to tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. From that natural rhythm, open yourself to a deeper breath. Feeling the walls of your rib cage expand in all directions. Noticing as the breath with ease lifts your spine more upright. Allow your practice today to be a moving meditation. Journey inward. Deep breath in through the nose. Reach your arms overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale and join your hands to heart center. Do that again. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and reach up. As you exhale, lower your left hand beside your hip, reach up, reach out of the waistline with the right hand and arch your upper body. Keep your fingertips energized, lengthening up. Perhaps you gaze towards the inside of your head. As you exhale, take your right hand to the top of the left knee. Take your left hand behind your hips and twist. Inhale and lift up from your ears, from your crown. Exhale and twist from the ribs. Inhale and reach both arms overhead. This time, right fingertips beside your hip. Reach up through the left palm and arch your upper body to the right. Keep firming down through your sitting bones. With an anchored seat, lift a little more with the fingertips. Maybe you look up towards the head. A full breath in. Take your left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind your hips and twist. Inhale to sit a little taller. Exhale to twist a little deeper. Slowly unravel and make your way into a tabletop position on all fours. Spread your fingers wide. With your inhale, lift chest, lift tailbone, gaze up to the ceiling. Round your spine as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale and lengthen spine, belly softens. Exhale and push the floor away from you. Continue these cycles of cat and cow. Unifying your movement with your breath. Perhaps you start to find some more intuitive movements here. Circling your hips, your ribs. Maybe some side to side movements, gazing from shoulder to shoulder, waking up the neck. Finding 3 more breaths here. So you come back to a neutral spine, step your right foot forward. Take your left hand onto the floor beside you and reach your right arm in the air to twist. Lengthen your right hand back towards the wall behind you, along the line of your thigh and up and overhead till you make these generous circles into your shoulder socket. One more big circle, just like that. Option one, you extend the right arm straight up in line with your shoulder. Option two, the right arm reaches forward towards the front of the room, palm faces down. Wherever you are, bring a little bend into your left elbow, and from the space under your left armpit, turn your chest deeper to the right. Slowly unravel, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot, and step your right foot wide to the side so your heel is on the mat and your toes face out. Walk your hands over towards the left top corner, left long edge of the mat. As the torso peels away from the right hip, feel the flesh of your outer right hip scooping under. Maybe you even pivot onto the outer edge of the right foot. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Bring your right hand slightly in towards your left so your wrist is directly under your shoulder. Plant your right foot flat, lift your right heel, and extend that right leg straight out behind you, toes point down. Stay here or float your left arm out in front of you. Keep the gaze just in front of your mat. Down here for 3. Full body breath for 2. Hold it here for 1. Lower your left hand to the mat, your right knee to the mat, take a couple cycles of cat. And neutralize the spine. Step the left foot forward. Take your right hand wide to the side. Left arm in the air as you twist. Left palm reaches back, along the line of your thigh and up and overhead. Massaging your shoulder socket. One more circle just like that. Option 1, left arm in line with the shoulder. Option 2, left arm reaching forward. Let the right elbow bend and open your chest deeper to the left. Exhale to unravel, hands to the inside of your left foot and heel toe your left foot off to the side. Right top corner, right long edge of the mat is where your hands go. Feel a gentle hugging of your outer hips toward one another. Draw your tailbone back in space. Keep that, and from your sternum, your chest lengthen forward. Walk your hands under your shoulders. This time, left hand slightly in towards right. Pick up your right heel, or left heel rather, and sweep that left leg straight back, toes point down towards your mat. Reach the right palm forward. Hugging belly into spine, you got it here for 3. Push into your mat for 2. Last breath here. Lower your right palm to the earth, your left knee to the mat. Couple cycles of cat and cow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. First downward dog of the practice, give your heels a little pedal. Allow your hips to sway. Nod your head yes. No. As you settle into stillness, bend just your knees and from your hips lift up toward the sky. Gaze to the top of your mat. Take your time like a walking meditation to step forward. Either a few fingertips to the earth or holding opposite elbow, allow the entire upper body to droop. Maybe a sway from side to side is calling you here. Even more, let your head, let your shoulders go. Place your palms at your shins, take a halfway lift, shoulders back, open chest. Exhale and fold. Do that again, halfway lift and lengthen. Use the entire exhale to bow. Wriggle your spine up to standing, stacking the vertebrae of your spine. Let the shoulders roll down on your back, palms spiral forward. Mountain pose. Pause here and stand to your true height. Inhale and stretch your arms overhead with that. Fold as you exhale, touch the earth. Find a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and plant your hands, step back to a high plank, the top of a push-up. That L shape in your hand, your thumb, your index finger, push the ground away from you. Keep that strength in your upper back, lower your knees. Hips stay lifted, hug your elbows close to your ribs and lower chest and chin. Untuck your toes, lower your hips, open your chest, cobra pose. Exhale and lower. Do that again, firm into the tops of your feet. Slide your heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale and lower. Last one here, inhale, rise, cobra pose. Exhale and lower. Press back to child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Make your way forward into a tabletop position once again. Tuck your toes under and hover your knees off the mat just about an inch or so. Draw navel in towards spine, engage your core. Tailbone draws down. Press into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale and fold. Feet are parallel and hip width distance. Bend your knees and sit into your chair. Turn your pinky fingers slightly in. This will give your shoulders space to melt back. Lift your heart higher. Keep that, sit deeper. Press through your feet, rise to stand, reach your arms overhead, knee go back at the top. Exhale, hands somewhere. Arms by your sides, and still be moving. Keeping your right foot forward, step your left foot back till you can land your heel. Toes are angled out. Bring your hands to your hips. Manually turn that left hip forward. Sink a little deeper into your right knee and reach your arms overhead. Stay here or bring your palms to touch. Stay here or look up. Engage your core. Hug the upper ribs. A full breath in. Exhale and lower your hands to either side of your right foot. Walk your hands slightly forward of your right foot. Lift the heel of your back foot. Pushing into your right foot, float your left leg up. Standing split, standing L shape. Left outer hip wraps down, toes point down. Lift from your upper inner thigh. Left foot steps to meet right, top of the mat. Halfway lift and inhale. Exhale and surrender. Push through your feet, rise to stand, reach the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands at center chest. And arms by your sides. Stilling physical body as you attempt to still the mind. This time, right foot steps back. Land your heel, toes angled outward. Hands to hips. Turn that right arm a bit more forward and sink into your left thigh. Arms overhead. Stay here or palms come to touch. Final variation, you look up. Exhale, lower your hands, frame your left foot. Walk your hands forward, hover the right heel, push into left foot, right leg in the air. From the upper inner thigh, lift the right leg a little higher. Step right foot beside left. Hands to shins, you take a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press through your feet, rise all the way to standing, arms overhead, palms touch. Hands to your heart, and arms on your sides. Take a turn to the right and face the long edge of your mat. Take a generous step out with both your feet. If your hamstrings are quite tight, turn your toes slightly. Wrap your elbows toward one another, and with soft knees, fold forward. Hands can rest on the mat under your shoulders. You can reach for big toes or the outer edges of your feet. Wherever you are, bring a little bend into your knees, and from the inner thigh, scoop out. In this inversion shape where the heart is over the head, find a deeper breath. Put hands on the mat under your shoulders, take a halfway lift, open the chest, exhale and bow. Place your hands at your hips, point your elbows to the ceiling, lead with your heart to rise up. Spin your heels in and your toes out. Take your hands to the tops of your thighs, and with knees bent, shift your weight from heel to heel. Sink a little lower. Goddess swan. Firm the outer edges of your feet. Feel your knees widen, and just one more time, sink a little deeper into that shape. Press into your feet, rise to stand. Bring your feet to parallel and turn to face the top of your mat, front of the room. Shift your weight into your left leg, lift your right heel. Float the right knee up, right hand to kneecap. Left arm reaches high. Thumb and index finger connect. Send your right knee to the right, scooping the flush of your seat under, toes point up, left knee or left arm rather to the left. Stay here or reach for your big toe. Stay here or extend the heel forward and upward. Point the right knee forward, hold the back of your thigh with both hands, and kick your heel out, spread your toes. Lower right foot beside left, arms by your sides. Come back to your breath, it will sustain you through these shapes. Ground down through the left foot, or right foot rather, lift the left heel, and then lift the left knee. Right arm reaches high, left leg to the left, right arm to the right. Option to take that fine reach for your big toe, Option to straighten your leg. Push into your standing foot and lift your spine more upright. Point that left knee forward, hold the back of your thigh, and kick your heel out, spread your toes. Left foot lowers beside right, arms by your sides. Step your feet out as wide as your mat, heels in, toes down. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale and sink into your yogi squat, malasana, elbows pressing inner thighs up. Inner thighs pushing back into elbows. Lift your heart. Land your hands to the mat and make your way onto your seat. Bend your knees. Hug your arms around your shins and round towards your chest. You stay here or you come onto the tippy toes and round it. Staying on your toes, bring your hands behind your thighs, push down through your tailbone, lift your heart. If your right leg extends out in front of you. Lower right toe, pull left out in front of you. Lower down, right leg. Navel into spine, lower, left leg. Lower. One more each side. This time lifting both feet. Option 1, knees bent. Option 2, legs straight. Final variation, arms beside you. I'm here for 3. Keep lifting your heart for 2. Last breath here. Bend your knees. Once again, round. Lower to your back. Have your knees bent. Bring the soles of your feet to touch your knees wide. Bring your hands to your belly and come back to a deep breath. Your largest breath of the day. Place your feet flat and float your right leg straight up to the sky. Bring your hands still on your abdomen and feel as the lower back imprints into the ground below you. From your right heel, start to make some circles in a clockwise direction. And the heel goes outward as the navel really draws in. 3 more circles in this direction. Keep the low back imprint into the earth. Bend your right knee, place your right foot flat, lift the left leg up. Engage from the back of your thigh like you did when you had your hands behind your hamstring, and make those big clockwise circles. Two more in this direction. Bend your left knee, plant it to the mat. Have your palms flat beside your body, or hold the backs of your thighs and find that gentle roll up action. Keep your palms flat, coming up. Once again, round in, chin to chest, puff up your back like there was a wall behind you. Keep your feet flat, arms beside you. and lower down nice and slow and controlled. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and calm down. Left knee stays bent, heel is directly under your knee, extend your right leg up. You make those circles in a counterclockwise direction. More. Bend your right knee, place your foot to the floor, left leg lifts up. Find your counterclockwise. Slow and control. Lower your left foot to the earth. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Round the spine, forehead to knee. And then grab a hold of your block. Have your block at the longest length. You'll lift your left leg like a tabletop and place the block on the top of your thigh. Your left elbow will meet the other side of the block. Elbow pushing into block, thigh pushing into block. Extend your right arm out behind you, right leg out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring right knee, right elbow to touch. Inhale, draw out. Exhale, squeeze it in, keep pressing that block. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, last one. This time as you extend out, right arm, right leg, pause with arm and leg covering. Keep squeezing into that block for 3. Feel the shake for 2. You got it here for 1, and release the block, bend both your knees, step your feet wide, and kind of sway your knees side to side. Bring your right leg into that tabletop, place your block to thigh, elbow to block. Feel both points glued into the block, left leg out in front of you, left arm out behind you. Full breath in, exhale, and knee to elbow. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Extend out and pause. Keep squeezing that block. Draw your upper ribs in for 3, for 2, feel the shake for 1, and release the block. Then both your knees sway, windshield wiper action side to side. Walk your heels nice and close under your sitting bones. Plant your palms flat in line with your body. As you press into your feet and start to lift your hips, start to lift your hands as well. So that as the hips start to bridge, the arms start to lift. At the highest point where your hips lift, your hands are onto the floor behind you. Exhale and slowly lower down. Arms, mid back, low back, hips, and palms. We'll take 3 more of those bridge waves. Take your time to roll onto your stomach. Legs extend out behind you. Come onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Press your low belly, your pubic bone into the mat and feel the chest rise. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. With chin tucked in, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Chin tucked in, left ear towards left shoulder. One more each side. Chin back to center, lower all the way down to your stomach. Arms by your sides, palms face the sky. Chin to center. Zip your legs to touch. With your inhaling breath, lift your heart, lift your arms, lift your legs. Breath that fills your lower ribs will lift your heart for this spine strengthening sequence. Exhale and lower. Do that again, lift everything you can off the ground. Let the neck be an extension of the spine, keep looking down. Exhale and lower. Last one here, inhale, lift up. Option to interlace your fingers behind you. Knuckles towards heels, top of the crown lengthening forward. Exhale and lower. Bend your knees, point your feet to the sky, and reach for the outer edges of your feet or your outer ankles. Bend your elbows and snuggle your shoulders together. Feel the tops of your shoulders lift. Keep that and push into your feet for bow pose down your outside. A huge detoxifying shape here. Release the bind and press back to child's pose. Walk your hands to your knees so that you're upright, shifting your weight to either hip. Extend your legs out in front of you. Place your right foot to the inner left thigh, left toes up to your knees. Inhale, float both arms overhead. Hold forward and exhale. Slowly make your way upright. Keep your legs as they are. Take your right hand behind your hips, angle your fingertips away from you. Shift your weight onto your right shin. Pick up your hips, left big toe pushes down, left arm reaches away from your hip. Get nice and long, all the way from hip to armpit. Lower to your seat. Switch sides, left foot to inner right thigh, right toes point up. Inhale to get long through the torso. Exhale to fold forward any amount. Take your time to rise up. This time, left hand behind your hips. Shift your weight onto your left shin, pick up your hips. Right big toe anchors down, right arm reaches over. Lower to your seat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch your knees wide. Give your thighs a little shake. Use the strength of your core that you've created. Lift your spine nice and tall. Exhale, lower your thighs to the mat. Leading with your heart, fold forward. Time to come on up. Once again, place your feet to the mat. Arms beside you. Exhale, lower down about an inch. Inhale and come back up. Exhale, lower down 2 inches. Spine still nice and tall. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower down 3 inches. Exhale, squeeze it back. Inhale, lower down just as you're about to hover off the mat. Push into your feet and come back up. This time you lower all the way down. Bring your right knee in towards your armpit, your outer right ribs. Extend your left leg along the mat. Massage around your right side. Take a deep breath in, fill your right lung inflate. Exhale and press it out with your right thigh. Reach your right arm wide to the side. Use the help of your left hand to bring your right knee across, rolling onto outer left hand. Look over right shoulder, you can close your eyes. Roll to your back. Hold the back of your right thigh with both hands. And kick your right heel up to the sky. Spread your toes. Imagine you're trying to touch your right earlobe with your big toe. So draw the foot up and back in space. Stay here or walk your hands up towards your right calf. Stay here or elbows wide, bring your forehead towards your kneecap. Lower head, shoulders, right leg. Left knee into your armpit, your outer left ribs. Massage around the side body. Deep breath in, feel the left lung inflate. Full breath out, squeeze in with your thigh. Left arm extends wide. Let the right hand bring your left knee across. Roll to your back. Hold your left hamstring with both hands and draw the foot straight up, spreading your toes. Like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your big toe, lift the foot up and back. Stay here or reach for cat. Stay here over the wide elbows or head towards you. Lower head, shoulders, left leg. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat. Lift your right foot off the floor and reach for the outer edge of your right foot with your right hand. Think happy knee. Bring your knee wide to the side and as you're pressing your thigh down towards the floor. Stay here or take your left hand to the heel of your right foot and push down. Stay here or pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot. Let the left knee widen. Think half butterfly pose with the left leg. This gives the pelvis, the hips a little more surface area to center. Place your left foot flat on the mat. You cross your right shin over your left thigh. Lift your left foot off the ground. Hold the back of your left hamstring with both hands for thread the knee. Release your thighs, step your feet to the width of your mat, and switch sides. Left foot floats up, find the outer edge of your foot with your hand. Maybe the right hand reinforces that pressing of the thigh down as you bring the right hand to left heel. Perhaps pivoting onto the outer edge of right foot, right knee bends. Plant your right foot flat, cross left shin over right thigh. Cover your right foot and hold the right hamstring with both hands. Wherever you are in this shape, feel the back of your head get heavy. Feel your shoulders melt into the mat. Even your pelvis, your hips have space to settle. Release the bind, step your feet onto the mat. Place your palms flat in line with your body and lift your feet straight up to the sky. You may support yourself by sliding your knuckles under your lower back, holding your hamstrings with your hands, or even taking a block, sliding it under the lower back, and floating your feet. Slow and subtle. There's a lot going on here in this inversion shape. Recirculating of blood, draining of adrenals, lymphatic system. Body intuitively do the work. Three more whole body breaths here. Bend your knees, place your feet to the mat if you have a block under you. Slide it out. Once again, float your feet. This time reach for the outer edges of both feet or your outer ankles for a happy baby. Your happy baby today could be a sway from the lower back side to side. Maybe today you work to extend one or both your legs to straight. Maybe today both your legs are to straight. Sliding your hands towards your knees. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Knees into chest, round your forehead towards your kneecaps. Roll them like a little seed, sealing in your practice, your moving meditation, and expand to your final resting place of Shavasana. Take up all the space that you need. This is the most important part of this whole practice, the integration. Where the body registers all subtle changes. Shifting of patterns, building of new neural pathways. Very intelligent place to learn. Into drinking your breath. This conscious awareness draws back into your physical body. Pull your toes, your fingertips. Swing your head from side to side. Reach your arms toward the back of the room, point your toes forward. Take a long stretch in both directions. Bend your knees, place your feet to the mat, and roll to your right side, pausing here for a moment in fetal position. With the help of your hands to lift you to a seat high again. Your palms onto your knees, thumb and index finger turn. Soft gaze, your eyes closed. As aware as you may be of the space around you. Temperature of the air as it meets your skin. Sounds in this space or even farther beyond. Draw this heightened awareness back to the sounds within you. Listen for the sweet pulsing of your heart. Hear the steady rhythm of your breath. The external world will continuously want to pull your awareness into different directions. You continue to use this skill, this knowledge of inner self to anchor you to present moment. Turn your hands together at heart center. Bow your head in towards your heart. Taking time to be here and to practice in community. Love the rest of your day. Stay. It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.